You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodgers for our Black and White Sports 2. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. I think we're all sitting back right now, anxiously awaiting Aaron Rodgers to get out of his darkness retreat. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. When I get out of this darkness retreat, I'm going to want to go to the Jets, right? We don't know. We don't know what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. Is he going to decide he wants to stay with the Packers, even though there's rumors that the Packers don't want him anymore and that they're ready to move on? Or does he want to go to the Raiders, who, after all, just released Derek Carr? I didn't even make a video on that. Raiders, shame on you for getting nothing for like a decade-long starter. I mean, really? Nothing? Wow. I mean, that's... Somebody else pointed something out yesterday about that Derek Carr situation very quickly. Josh McDaniels ran off Jay Cutler and Derek Carr. I mean, he came into a franchise, had two starting quarterbacks, ran them both off. That's a little weird now, isn't it? Yeah, we know how that went in Denver. Let's hope that goes a little better for Josh McDaniels with the Raiders. But you get the point, right? So anyway, Aaron Rodgers, darkness retreat, or he's getting ready to go into darkness retreat. He was on yesterday with Pat McAfee, his weekly brouhaha with Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee Show. And Aaron Rodgers has kind of been through the ringer with the media the last year, 18 months. They all wanted him canceled because of his immunized statement. I will still contend, and no matter what anybody says, I contend ultimately it was nobody's business what his actual vaccine status was. It was his business, plain and simple. Oh, well, we didn't like the wording we used. Well, who gives a rat's ass what you wanted me to use? I told you I was immunized, and in my view, I was. Okay. I mean, I just don't see the point of getting worked up about that. I really don't. And then there was some word coming out of various things that Adam Schefter and Ian Rapoport have been reporting about, Aaron Rodgers. Would he go here? Would they do this? Would the Packers do this? Whatever. The rumors, they're going to be hot and heavy involving Rodgers right now. Jets have made no bones about the fact they want Aaron Rodgers. I think we all know that at this point. I've done enough videos on that. Where Aaron Rodgers came out and he blasted Ian Rapoport and Adam Schefter. And he has come out and blatantly said, because they've come out there and said things using quote-unquote inside sources. Well, he made it pretty clear when it comes to him, those two mother effers have no inside sources. And this is pretty funny considering the sort of media weight that they like to throw around involving the fact that they've always got something in somebody's inner circle. Here we go. New York Post. Aaron Rodgers will not be exchanging Christmas cards with the biggest NFL insiders. Rodgers did his weekly spot on the Pat McAfee Show and lambasted Ian Rapoport of NFL Media and ESPN's Adam Schefter as people who have no insight into his mindset or inner circle. Absolutely funny. This thing has been... Oh, and what they're talking about here is his whole darkness retreat. He's supposed to go into the darkness retreat, and at the end of it, he's going to come out and sort of reveal to the world that he's either going to stay with the Packers, he's going to retire, or he's going to ask to be traded either to the Raiders or the Jets or somebody out there. Maybe there's a team laying in the weeds we don't know about like a snake, right? Quote, this thing has been planned for about 4 months, and it was always the same dates. He's talking about his darkness retreat. Always the end of this week, Rodgers said. Anybody with knowledge to the opposite of that is fake news. Let me just reiterate one more time. There's an inner circle, and in my inner circle, nobody talks to Ian Rapoport or to Adam Schefter or to any of those people. So if you're one of those people who's talking to those people, it's a great reminder to you, you're not in the inner circle. So here we go.
Anyways, so whenever it's like delayed, you got some people saying, I'm sick of dealing with this guy. Now I got to deal with a delayed this. Like, it just all adds into.
And listen, that's my problem with the whole thing. I have no problem with Ian Rapoport, Schefter. I think they're really good at their jobs. When it comes to me, they don't know shit. They really don't. They don't have inner source. They don't have people in my inner circle who are sources. I can promise you that. And anybody who would talk to them is not in my inner circle.
I mean, he just come out and said it. Look, those two mother effers don't know nothing. In fact, I'm pretty sure he just said, and I quote, they don't know shit. They don't know shit about what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. Quote, and if anybody out there is saying this stuff, or if they're just making it up, which those are both likely, just stop with the fake news. Rodgers continued with this rant. I speak for myself, and I will continue to do that. I'm not upset about it. It's classic media. Trying to be first, not trying to be right. The problem is there's a slippery slope. Yeah, so let me just remind everyone that's listening, when somebody says something, whether it's Ian Rapoport or Adam Schefter or Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Anthony Fauci, Joe Rogan, myself, or anybody, question it. If it's legitimate, it can stand up to questioning. I agree with that. So question things, then think about them, contemplate them in your own time, and then figure out what seems most likely to be true based on your own intuition and feel and conglomeration of fact. The Jets are reportedly among teams that have reached out to the Packers should Rodgers come available on the trade market. So that's where he stands with that. As we can see, he's not the biggest fan of NFL insiders. He is right. I will say this. It's even this way on YouTube, okay? Do not kid yourself, all right? We literally, me and Matrix, will literally sit around for like 10 hours waiting for a story to pop up so we can do the video, so we can try to be first on it. Because honestly, if you want to be successful, you have to be in that I'm going to be first lane, or you're not going to. It's not going to work. You're going to burn down. I mean, he is in part very much right about that. I mean, we sat around. I think I've had like 2 full actual days off, maybe 3, in 2 years of having the big channel, Black and White Sports, and this channel, and the other channels. You do, in part, sit around 10, 11, 12 hours a day sometimes, waiting for that one story to drop so you can grab it. And unfortunately, it is a proven scenario to be successful in doing something like this. So Aaron Rodgers is right. There is a certain part of this that is absolutely part of being first, and we're not even part of the media. Unfortunately, that's kind of the hand that social media has dealt these days. First is one thing. You can literally be an hour late on a story, and you're too late. It's over. You might as well not even do it. So he's right about that. Also, I do like something else he said very much in all this. I love the fact that he's like, question it all. You know, question everything. It's kind of like the damn jab and Fauci and all that. It's like he kept saying, don't question science. And it's like, but science should be questioned, and that should be welcomed by science. But yet, you're telling me it's not. That's something that also drove Aaron Rodgers crazy. You know, drove us nuts. Drove me crazy. A lot of people I know, crazy. Yes, I want to question it. I want some answers to make sense. And if I don't like the answer I got here, I'm going to ask it a different way. And I'm going to keep asking it till it starts to make sense, with a whole lot of common sense laced into that answer. You get the point. You know what? As much as I'm not the biggest fan of Aaron Rodgers and his style of play, or the way certain parts of his career has gone, I've certainly grown to have a bigger appreciation for him in his last couple of years in the league. And I do think he's honest. I do. For the most part, I think he just comes out and he says it, even if it sometimes causes him some issues. Good job, A-Rod. For the record, I think I'm still leaning Jets here. I think Derek Carr, since I brought him up earlier, Panthers, Saints. That's the two. Tell me what you think. Black and White Sports supporters, peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.